Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your homeboy, whatever, man. Just coming at you one more time today. One more time. I'm still out here fishing like a dumbass. Uh, bro, I've been out here since 9, so we going on 12 hours. I've only got one crappie. I got one crappie in my basket, and that's it. Everything else, man, I am catching catfish like catfish is going out of style and shit. I don't feel like cleaning no catfish tonight, so I've been throwing them back. But shit, I should have kept them. If I'd have kept them all, shit, I had enough catfish to throw a damn fish fry, man. I done caught, what, 4 channel cats, 2 blue cats. I just threw back a fucking brown bullhead. Uh, I caught that bass earlier. It's fucking annoying. And then, like every possible thing that could happen while fishing did happen today. I mean, as far as, like, tangles and all that shit, reeling in these damn catfish and they cross in my other line and they all tangled up and they take 10 minutes to get them out the fucking tangle and all that. You know, if you're gonna throw them back and let them live, you know, uh, can't just throw them back all twisted up with line all in them and hooks hanging out their bodies and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's annoying as fuck, man. But I'm still out here. Still out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful 57 degrees in Columbus, Ohio. Not much wind. You know what I'm saying? And as I say that, a fucking wind gust comes through. Unreal. But it is what it is, man. Yeah, man. I don't know. A much needed day of maxing and relaxing out here. You know. My current situation, you know. I'm on the dock. There's only that one boat left in the water and some boats, you know, like way over there and shit. But I'm out here under the lights next to these damn, they redid these docks, man, and they put these damn poles in here that look like, for some reason, man, they're eerie to me. They remind me of, they make me think of, I don't know, they look like ICBMs or something, you know, the ballistic missiles that we got, the nuclear missiles. I don't know why they remind me of that, but they do for some reason. Just eerie. But yeah, man, I was just out here thinking, man. I was out here fishing a while back. It was a while back. I don't even remember how long ago it was. And so I'm at Alum Creek, which is in Delaware, Ohio, just north of Columbus. And they do the Festival of Lights, you know, which is basically they set up a whole bunch of Christmas lights and shit. And it's like a drive-through Christmas light thing. So, you know, they would take this part of the park where the marina is, and they would basically set it all up throughout here, you know, since you drive through it, I guess, you know, once they get it all set up, they shut the shit down, right? So, but until then, you know, people are still allowed access to the park and everything. So there was one year I was up here fishing. I'm up here minding my business. You know, it's quite a few people on the docks. Here come this asshole dude, racist ass dude, and his wife. You know, they going person to person, and they like, hey, when you leave out of here, please close the gate. Like if you know, as we're closing it so that people won't continue to come in, but we're not locking it on y'all. So when you leave, and we don't want to lock it, period. So when y'all leave, you know, please, when you roll out, just close the gate, but please don't lock the lock. Not a bad message, you know, just, you know, spreading the word along. So they go person to person, you know what I'm saying? And they get to me, and, you know, the guy runs through his same little spiel. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem, I got you. And he tells me again. I'm like, yeah, okay, I got you. And he proceeds to tell me like 4 or 5 times. So man, I'm like, all right, so what? I'm like, you think I don't get it or something? Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, I speak English, nigga. You speak English. You know, so eventually, um, it's funny. I was getting a bite, and he was standing on my pole, like the tip of my fishing pole, because I had it sitting down on the dock, and you know, I asked him if he could move his foot. This is as he's probably telling me for like the sixth time. You know what I'm saying? To not lock the gate when I leave. I don't know why he felt like I couldn't get it, but I was like, hey man, I was like, can you move your foot real quick? You know, and I let him keep talking, but he looked like fucking lost when I asked him that. I'm like, you standing on my pole. And his wife, you know, a little bitch, she like, ugh, you know, like she offended and shit. And I'm thinking like, if anybody should be offended, it's me. Y'all sitting here talking to me like I'm fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? So he moves, he tells me again, and then he walks off to the next person. All right. So I'm like, great, I done finally got rid of these motherfuckers, right? So after they go through and they tell, you know, everybody, they slide their way on down the dock, you know what I'm saying? I done missed the fish because I couldn't grab my pole until he got off of it, so the fish was already gone and shit. So as they're like going to their car, he comes back and he tells me again. So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, man, fuck these motherfuckers. I'm like, I heard you, motherfucker. Like, get out of here. You know, and they go ahead and they leave, right? Um, you know, they go ahead and they leave. But me, you know, I sit out here, I do my fishing, you know what I'm saying? And it's time to go. You know, so on my way out, I pack my shit up. I get up there, you know, as I'm pulling up, somebody had just closed the gate and they pulling off. You know, they closed the gate and they didn't lock it. So I pull up. I fucking open the gate. I go out. I go back. I close the gate. And I lock that motherfucker. Sure fucking did. You know, they want to be some assholes. I don't know why I did that shit. I was petty back then. And it really wasn't a big deal. But I already know what it was, right? I feel bad because, I kind of felt bad, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Because there was still people inside. So ultimately, what happened there is the people who, you know, were being assholes about locking the gate, they had to come back up here and let all those people out. So, I don't know. I guess, you know, karma shit, you know, for them being assholes and shit. I didn't have to do that, but at the same time, you know, they had to treat me like I was fucking stupid. You know, I should have sat out there and waited for them to pull up, but I know they was pissed off because I'm pretty sure they knew it was me, you know, since they assumed that I didn't understand what they were saying. But, you know, it is what it is. I done petty shit before, but that was petty. My God, these fish is getting on my nerves. Man, I'm about ready to pack my shit up and go home. It's been so fucking frustrating today. Like, I don't even know if I want to go fishing again this year, real talk. Look at this shit, man. Minnow on here, is his ass even alive? Yeah, once they eat his ass, I'm out, man. I don't know, y'all. Lately, I ain't been making no boxing videos. And I don't really know when I'm gonna make another boxing video, man. I might not make another video about boxing until Deontay Wilder fight, man, because this boxing is on some bullshit, man. Franchise champions, niggas ducking each other, you know what I'm saying? People talk all this shit, and now, you know, like, even like Charlo and Andre, you know what I'm saying? Now these motherfuckers don't want to fight each other. I mean, Andre probably didn't want to fight Charlo anyway, but, you know, now Charlo, like, man, he a bum, man, fuck him. Like, man, come on, y'all. I want to see some motherfuckers bang it out. That's why you gotta appreciate shit like Errol Spence and Sean Porter going in there and getting it on. Best fighting the best in the division, you know what I'm saying? You gotta appreciate somebody like Mikey Garcia, who was a pound for pound fighter, calling out somebody that's in a weight class above them, and then actually going up there and fighting a man, fighting Errol Spence when nobody else wanted to fight him. You got to respect Deontay Wilder for fighting Tyson Fury after he fought Luis Ortiz. And then because AJ didn't want to fight him, and now because AJ done got beat and he's in this rematch situation, he's like, you know what? I'm going to go back and fight the best person that I can fight that's available. Since Tyson Fury's ducking him, you know what I'm saying? He's going to go and he's going to fight Luis Ortiz again. This time, beat him more convincingly than he beat him the first time. I mean, he beat him the first time. It was a challenge. It was a great fight. You know what I'm saying? But he clearly beat him. So really, there is no need for a rematch. But he's going to go back and he's going to do a rematch. You got to respect him for that. Because people wanted to, diss him, as if, Ortiz almost beat him, which, he had him, hurt for a minute. But, you know what I'm saying? They make it like, he was really in trouble or like the fight was questionable or some shit like that. But he clearly beat him the first fight. Whether, it ended in a knockout. So he's going to do it again. He's going to do it earlier. But you got to respect him, right? You got to respect Luis Ortiz. Nobody wants to fight the man, right? Nobody wants to fight the man even after he done lost to Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He's old. He's getting up there in age. They still won't fight him. But, I don't know, man. All the ducking and shit, you got to respect the people that actually want to go out there, get the fights on, do their thing. You know what I'm saying? The other shit that pisses me off is how they robbing fighters of the opportunity to win the title. Charlo didn't want to be gifted that WBC title, and I'm sure Devin Haney didn't want to get gifted it either. I mean, granted, they fight they go out there, they start careers, and their ultimate goal is to be champions, but don't you think that they want to earn that shit in the ring? You know what I'm saying? Don't you think they want to go in there and beat somebody? You don't want somebody to just hand you, it's like getting a participation trophy. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna hand you the championship, but it's not really I don't want to. At the end of the day, they had to be the next best guy or the top contender, you know what I'm saying, to be given it. So I don't want to make it seem like they were just giving it like on, like just because I signed up for the league or some type shit like they do little league sports and shit. But you know what I'm saying? Will they go down in history? How will they be looked at in history when they're given the title instead of just earning it? You know what I'm saying? Or winning it in an actual fight, beating the champion. It's bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. Some of these fighters have got to be upset with it. Fans should be upset with it. I don't know. It's annoying as fuck. Maybe I'll get my boxing fix by going back and watching a whole bunch of old boxing videos or something, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, and then I've been watching so many videos. That pound for pound list came out, and people were talking about nobody on the pound for pound list is an all-time great, and that's incredibly true because other than Manny Pacquiao, because he's from he's from a previous era. Even though he's fighting right now, this is not his era. You know what I'm saying? But none of these guys will fight each other. What made the greats all times greats is they fought each other. The problem, I'll tell you, the problem with sports in general these days is all these motherfuckers are friends. Okay? Nobody has the bad blood. Nobody has the mean streak that they used to have back in the day. Think about it. You even see it in basketball. These motherfuckers all want to play together. Back in the day, do you think that you would have ever convinced, other than a fucking all-star game, do you think you would have ever convinced, like, Isaiah Thomas to go play with Michael Jordan? You think they called each other? Like, yo, man, why don't you come over here and play with me? Did Michael Jordan call Clyde Drexler? Did he call? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers didn't do that shit back then. Now, you know, and they genuinely disliked each other, bro. They genuinely disliked each other. These guys are all out on the court. You know what I'm saying? The game was physical. It was rough. They get mad. You know, it's like, I don't know. You know, the NBA is soft. The NFL is soft. Way softer than it used to be. You know, at least there's people in the NFL that seem like they don't like each other. But at the same time, you know, I'm sure that shit goes on there. Same thing with boxing, man. And maybe it's just the younger generation, man. These motherfuckers would rather be friends than foes. You know? So it is what it is, man. You know, it's your boy Whatever Man out here, again, on the docks. It's getting cold. I ain't catching shit no more. I ain't catching, or I've been catching shit, but I ain't catching what I want to catch. So I might as well take my ass home instead of sitting out here all night. But hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at whateverman, WHATEVA_man. You know, we out here live from the Tackle Box, episode 1.5. You might as well call it, since we're doing 2 in one day. But yeah, man, appreciate it. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. I'll holla.